just to start, when Avery came out, he said the Heat was exactly what they thought they were. What he's heard around the league over the years, it's lived up to it, and maybe even more. It's a guy like you who's been around a lot, probably played with other guys who've been through the Heat system or at least familiar with it. Is it what you thought? Is it what you expected? And is it something you appreciate? Thank you.
I mean, it's definitely. I think it's what I expected. It's probably even more a little bit better than I expected. Guys here they really put their heart and soul into what's going on the floor, and it shows. From Coach Riley all the way down to Ryan, who collects our gear. Everybody puts their heart and soul into everything they do here, and it's great. I love it. I've had a great experience so far, and I'm looking forward to see what the season gives us.
Some guys have said it's a bit intense, maybe not for everyone. Is it that bit intense that you had heard? Thank you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in my opinion, people exaggerate a little bit. It's intense, and it's physical, it's tough, it's hard, but I mean, that's what basketball is. That's what competition is, and that's what that's what you want as a competitor. You want intensity, you want competition, you want physicality, you want toughness, and we get all that here.
All right, next we have David Wilson with the Miami Herald.
Hey, Mo. Kind of following up on that, have you kind of like had you hear about the body fat test and the conditioning and all that. Have you kind of had your welcome to the Heat moment in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, well, we because of the circumstances, the conditioning test was a little different this year than it normally is. So, but I definitely got my taste of that. My first practice, my first couple workouts, they were all tough, I think, on purpose. And I think that was kind of my welcome to Miami moment. I'm looking forward to continuing battling every day. We battle every day, so I wake up every day, look forward to practice, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow too.
You kind of hinted at it with talking about like how seriously and everything they took the bubble. We heard so much about their chemistry, and that being a big part of their success last year. Just how have you felt like you kind of fit in with the group from that standpoint?
I think I got to give credit to what they've created here. Before I got here, it's a system, it's a brotherhood, a unity kind of that's pretty easy to just be plugged into. Everybody it was welcoming. Everybody treats you, they're trying to help and teach you, kind of trying to get you up to speed fast. It's been great. The guys have really been embracing all the new guys, and the coaching staff has done a great job making us feel comfortable as well.
All right, next we have Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press.
Hi, Mo. Nice to see you. Mo, Pat Riley has been, kind of an icon in this league for something like 40 years now, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know his resume, of course. Everyone knows his reputation.
Yep.
What's it like getting to know him? I mean, you guys, you know of Spo. You've played against Spo. You know other guys in the league. But until you're here, you probably don't really get to know Riles. What's that process like for you?
After my first conversation with him up in his office, I was talking to my mom, and she asked me what I thought of him. I told her that he kind of reminds you of like a guy like the Godfather, like, you know what I mean? He's like kind of the Godfather of all this, and he carries himself with that type of aura. You feel his energy when he walks around. Obviously everybody knows his resume and how much he's impacted this culture and this game, and so everybody's always kind of attentive to him when he has things to say. He doesn't say much; he's usually just watching. But his door is always open if you want to go talk to him. And that's huge. I mean, I think that's great to have someone of his stature be so close to this organization and so accessible as well.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, next we have Cooper Moorhead with Heat.com.
Hey, Mo, just curious about, over your career, you've had some really good shooting seasons, but you've never really taken a high volume of threes. It's been a little selective, I guess you could call it. I'm curious as to whether Spo has been encouraging you to shoot as often as possible whenever, and whether you think this could be the year where you like take the most amount of threes that you've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's an opportunity there for that. The coaching staff in general, Coach Spo included, and especially they've been encouraging, guys to shoot when they're open, and especially guys like myself, Duncan, just if you got room to shoot it, they've been kind of harping on that. It's something I'm just gonna go out there and do. When I'm playing the ball, move around a lot. If I'm open, I'm gonna shoot it. If not, I'm gonna pass it to the next guy and just play within the system and just try to be aggressive as possible. And if that turns into me shooting 15 threes in the game, that's what it turns into. But I'm gonna just take what the games gives me, and just play hard, and take what the game gives me, like I said.
All right, next we have Christos Saltas with SDNA Greece.
Hello, Mo. I would like to ask you, how is the communication and the collaboration so far on and off the court with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo? And also, what about your role next season? What can we expect from you on the court?
The communication has been great. They're kind of our vocal leaders on the floor. I think Jimmy especially, since he started practicing with us, you hear his voice constantly. And I think that's a big part of, what we do too. Jimmy's the head of the snake, in my opinion. And, this year I'm just going to go out here and just try and find out, try and find what fits, see where Coach Spo decides to put me in and make the most of that. I'm not sure, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go, honestly. We're still figuring everything out. So I'm going to just, go out there and be a player, whatever situation I'm in, just try to make the most of it.
Also, it's your first days in Miami. What about, do you see any things of the Heat culture in the team?
Like I said earlier, it's just how serious everyone takes it, how together we all are. On the floor, we're very serious and we're very locked in and focused and intense. And off the floor, everybody's laughing, smiling, joking, and just, making it, just kind of like a family. We're fighting on the floor, and then as soon as we get off, we're loving each other. So it's a great culture. It's a great camaraderie being built, and I think that's important for good teams.
All right, Mo, that's it. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, sir.